Let's talk about footwork today. Hey, it's Ramsey Dewey here at the UFL gym in Shanghai, China. Today, we're going to talk about footwork. Footwork is a commonly misunderstood term. A lot of people see somebody bouncing around and they're like, oh, that guy has good footwork. But they see somebody flat-footed taking small steps and they say, oh, that guy does not have good footwork. But I'm going to tell you something you might not know. Footwork is relative to the technique that you use. I'm going to show you some footwork patterns that can be used with a few different techniques. One of the most important, in, out, step in, step 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 out, in, out, in, out. So I'm fighting Andrew. I step in to attack, I throw 1, 2, boom, boom. What happens if I stay here? Boom, boom, he hits me. Okay? How does this footwork come into play? I step in, boom, boom, and I step out. Now he's too far away to hit me. In order to hit me, he has to come closer. And when he comes in, now I counterpunch. So in, boom, boom, out, he comes in, boom, counter. Okay? One of the most important pieces of footwork, and we can use it for a number of different techniques. In, out, pump, boom. When he comes in, maybe a switch kick. Here's another footwork pattern. So watch the feet. I'm going to step out at an angle, tiny step. And now I'm going to pivot 45 degrees. Step, pivot, step, pivot, step, pivot, step, pivot. Okay. You ever seen that movie Prometheus? No, of course you haven't. I'm going to spoil it though. At the end of the movie, there's this big, giant, rolling spaceship, and it's rolling toward the protagonist, and they run away like, oh no, it's going to squish us. And then it does. Okay? Meanwhile, if you're watching the movie, you're screaming at the television saying, just move out of the way. Okay? We're going to pretend Andrew is that big, rolling spaceship. He's coming forward, and instead of just running away, I'm going to move to the side. But we're going to do it in the context of fighting footwork. He moves forward. Look, I'm not in front of him anymore. Let's do that from a different angle. He's going to move forward. Look, now I can get him. Let's do it from this side. He moves forward, I step, and I pivot. All right, I made a video about the check hook where we went over this specific footwork. Boom, to set up our hook from that angle. One more time from this side. Boom, boom, right? Now, here's another footwork pattern, a super important one. The walking step pivot. Watch the feet. Step, pivot. If I'm an orthodox fighter, I'm going to briefly step to a southpaw position, just for that long. And I'll pivot 45 degrees. Step, pivot, step, pivot, step, pivot. When would you do this in a fight? Again, remember the Prometheus school of running away from things. That's not our gym. So again, if he's moving straight forward, I step, and I pivot, and I can get there. Boom. Great setup for a switch kick as well. One more time, let's do it from this side. Andrew's moving forward, step, pivot, boom. Right? Okay, what else can we do with that? He moves forward, I step, I pivot, I've got this. We can set up some sweeps, some fun things like that, right? With this simple footwork, step, pivot, puts us at an angle. So if you're shadow boxing, I would recommend use these 3 steps. In, out. Walk, step, pivot, walking step, pivot. In, out. Walk, step, pivot, walking step, pivot. Oh, I got that backwards. That's a walking step. That's a rock step. Right? Walking step, walking step. Okay? Now, here's where that first footwork pattern comes in. So get in close. Watch the feet. I move in, I move out. Why is that important? I want him to follow me. I move in, I move out. Now notice to get me, he has to move in. Okay? That's important. I want him to move forward. How do we know the guy's going to move forward? Simple. We give him the space to do it, and we give him the motivation to do it. If I punch him in the face, boom, boom, what's his reaction? Boom, boom, punch me right back again. If I kick him in the leg, boom, what's his reaction? Kick me right back in the leg. If I poke him in the eye, what's his reaction? Probably poke me right back after. Anyway, this idea, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, that people have. I hit you, you hit me. I push you, you push me. All right, so we get in, motivate him to come in, move out. And now he's properly motivated to move in and fill that space to get us. Right? In, out. I'm going to combine that footwork, walking step, pivot to the chest work. Boom. All right. Watch the footwork. The footwork is in. Out when he moves in. Walking step, pivot. Boom. Okay? So there are lots of different techniques we can set up with this footwork. In, out. In, out. When he moves forward, a pivot step, a walking step pivot. Walk step pivot, walking step pivot. All right? Footwork can get very complex, but just remember, footwork simply means where you position your feet during any particular technique. Last time we made a video about capoeira, and there's a technique called the illusion kick. I call it the illusion kick. It's a martelo de something or other, but it looks like this. Okay, it's like a big looping round kick. Here, Andrew, stand right here. If I want to hit him in the head with that, here's the footwork. I got to step on this side of his body. Oh, so if I try throwing that from right here, I'm going to miss. If I get my foot right here, now, oh, that foot will go right in the right place. Okay? Let's take a grappling technique, a judo technique. The old goshi. Okay? There's footwork for that technique. Here, watch the feet. Watch the feet closely. Okay? I step, I pivot, and I slide back. So again, step, pivot, slide back. That's the footwork. So, there's a lot more than just footwork to this technique, but I step, pivot, up, slide back in order to get that throw. Every technique has footwork. Something as simple as a jab with a falling step. Boom! There's footwork there. Same in and out movement. In and out. In and out. And if he follows, we can get one of our pivots in there. Again, in and out with the falling step. In and out with the falling step. If he follows, get a pivot. In and out. In and out. If he follows, boom. Okay, one of those simple pivot steps. Walking step, pivot, walk step, pivot. Important word of caution about your footwork. Keep your steps small. Small steps are quick steps. Big steps are slow steps. Small steps are balanced steps. Big steps are off balance steps. So again, up on the balls of the feet. Keep those steps small, close, tight, and fast. In, out. Walk, step, pivot. Okay? You don't have to virtually skip rope in the ring as you're fighting, because if you do that, you may actually become unbalanced if you just think hop up and down the whole time. Right? But when I stay up on the balls of the feet, that allows me to pivot because it's a smaller surface area and I can move more quickly. So it kind of looks like the pattern of jumping rope. But notice I'm not actually leaving the ground. Okay, work that into your shadow boxing. Thanks for watching. Now get out there and train.